Hello and welcome to Steph Talk. I am your host Stephanie, and today I actually wanted to do something a little bit different than what I've been doing in the last couple of videos. I wanted to share my experience going to the Ellen show and what that was like, and also give out a few tips for those that are going or want to go to a future Ellen show. Alright, okay, the first thing that I wanted to mention is that if you are considering attending the Ellen show, you're going to go onto her website and just know in advance that if you have a particular set date, you have to do it 3 months in advance. She's usually booked out that far out. Depending on the season, it might be even more months, just to let you guys know. I know the 12-day giveaway Christmas, that is definitely like 4 to 5 months at least. Once you actually get picked to go to the date, so if you are selected, you will get an email. It'll say something like, we'll give you something legit, Ellen TV or something like that. But anyway, so you will get an email and it will basically say, hey, you've been selected. Please respond within the next 24 hours for this date. And this is not a confirmed list that you are going, but please respond within 24 hours so that way you might get selected. So once that happens, you then get, at least for me, I got 4 tickets. So I included myself, my husband, and my 2 sisters, and we ended up going for some time in April. But again, I was notified 2 weeks in advance. So unfortunately, because of the short time slot, we just flew out for the day of. But it was worth it. So the second thing I wanted to point out is that once you've planned everything out and you decide to go, really make sure that if, for example, it says that you are going at 11:30 a.m. or something, right? You have to get there, I would say getting there really early. You really want to plan your time out. You want to get food. You want to think about the time that you're going to get food before. And I would definitely bring bottled water before you get to the site. Bottled water is a must. Before you get there. So really try to plan out 30 minutes before, get some water, and try to find a good parking spot. Now, when you get the instructions, it will actually tell you that where you need to go to park. And then you'll actually, when we drove there, we got to the parking garage, and we actually saw like a lot of the signage of like where people were meeting. So it actually for me, it gave me a really good self-reassurance, like, hey, this is the right spot. All the people are there. There's Ellen logo signs everywhere. This is where we're supposed to be. So, but because we got there about 15 minutes before 11:30, we ended up parking at the very top of like the parking garage. So again, if you want to park in the shade, you want to find a good parking spot, really plan and try to get there at least 30 minutes earlier. I would even say 45 minutes earlier. That way you just can, find some parking, make sure you've got food, everything, all that fun stuff. There is a small little shopping area, a small little like food section area, but it's overpriced. So again, I really emphasize on bringing snacks for yourself, like granola bars, water, whatever have you. So the third thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is that I really think that for me personally, I actually like, whenever I go to a concert or anything that I know is going to be loud, I always bring earplugs in, just because for me it's just overwhelming, the sound. But you can do it but I would really go ahead and bring some earplugs, just because I know it sounds silly, but once you actually get inside, so what will happen is that they kind of split you up in groups. Like basically you wait in line, they split you up by like a certain amount, they take photos of you and your party, then you walk over to the location, and then once you get there, I guess like Ellen does have a little shopping store in the backstage. But when we got there, I think because they changed the time last minute, the store wasn't open, so it's not like there was like a cashier or anything like that, but there's like this really cool shopping area where no cameras are allowed. So she has her own little store there, just to let you guys know. It's really cool. So maybe when you guys go, there might be some stuff there, so prepare in advance, bring some cash or something for that. But anyway, so when I got there though, when we got seated and everything, I did realize that they make you do so much clapping. They did so much clapping that my hands like started to get kind of like swollen. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but my hands started to get swollen. there was so much cheering and clapping because you have to do so much of it like back to back, like legit, like be prepared to dance to the point where you're exhausted just because they're basically bringing around the cameras and stuff. And then like you're doing so much clapping back to back. Like I left the show not hearing well for a couple of days because of how loud the environment was. So I really really recommend that you guys go ahead and bring some earplugs. Be prepared to dance. So if you are going to dress nice, because there's a dress code too, which is now the 5th thing I was gonna go into. You should really go ahead and bring some nice comfy shoes that look nice for your attire, just because you will be like, sitting down, standing up, sitting down, standing up, and you'll be doing so much dancing. So if your shoes are not meant for that, I would really recommend that. I mean, yeah, you do some sitting after a while, but there's a time where it really does get tiring. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. Again, reinforcing that water bottle. Bring that water bottle. So yeah, those are the things that I kind of wanted to talk about, like my little tips. So if you are considering going to the Ellen show, just keep that in mind. It was a really fun experience. There are some things that I was caught off guard, like for me, I'm such a shy person. So believe it or not, I'm a very shy person. And so they were picking out people, and they actually picked up, of course you see that on the show, of course, but they picked out people to go up there, and I'm like, oh my God, I could have not done that trivia. I would have flipped out if that was me doing the trivia. Of course, when you're dancing, like the DJ, like he'll come around and he'll be like, you come dance, and you guys are like dancing in the stairs and stuff, and I was literally like on the aisle, so like my face is like right there, and I'm like, oh no, like I need to move. But yeah, so if you are shy, just know that it might be a little bit awkward and uncomfortable for you, but all in all, like the positivity of the environment was worth it. And we also got some prizes and stuff. But yeah, so that's just something I wanted to mention to you guys to just keep in mind. If you're not sure what to expect of the Ellen show, there will be a lot of standing and clapping and cheering. Like your voice will probably like go out and your ears will probably go out. Again, so water, earplugs are a must. Getting there early is a must. Bringing some snacks is a must. Also, to kind of recap, sorry, I've been recapping already, but another recap is that they don't let you use the bathroom. So really, really make sure that you are using the bathroom before you get in the studio, because once like you get up to go to the bathroom, that's it, like you'll miss the show. So just go ahead, please keep this in mind. I hope that this really answered some questions for you guys. But yeah, until next time, thanks, bye.